the strongest!
The greatest MMA fighter of all time. Bas.
Wrestlers win only by cutting people up at elbows, never knocking anybody out, just cut them up, which I don't think is a win, because on the street you wouldn't stop either. And knocking, nowadays you have guys that literally can knock you out, and if you make a mistake, submit you, and that's what I really enjoy. They couldn't do the warm-up. I had guys who were fought in Japan, and they fought in like 10 days, and they came to me to polish himself a little bit up, and they couldn't do the workout. I said, man, you shouldn't fight. The only thing that you can control in a fight is your stamina, you know, and you need stamina. I hate people who run out of gas. Go run a hill and do it 10 times. Don't run it again. It's the most dumbest thing that you can do. Roll with me, but then I come up with the crazy shit. For instance, you go for a rear naked choke, and at the moment you come on, I grab this hand here, I push it out, and then I have an armbar here with the thing now to triggers to do it right away. At the moment they slide in right away to stretch.
Underused one in pro MMA. Are there any other moves or positions that you don't see the elite fighters using enough of?
I don't know. I think nowadays you see a lot of moves. For instance, I flew over here with Joe McCarthy, and he says you got to try this out in a north-south position to just put a rear naked choke on him, and nobody thought about that. And that is so tight, you can't believe it. You pass the guy out in 5 seconds. You see, and every time you learn a new submission, every time they come up, for instance, that. The gator choke, or the anaconda, what they call them, you know, or the anaconda gators, and otherwise. We saw it in Pride for the first time, and suddenly everybody's going to do it, you know, and there you see all the time. I think the techniques are all there in the world, because, you know, everybody knows different techniques. I think they're all there. It's all about setting the same technique up in a different way, create different ways so that they can detect that same armbar is coming. A simple figure 4 armbar, you know, it's just the way you set it up. If I lay with somebody in the side mount, I start hitting him in the head. What he does, he brings his arm up. At the moment he brings up, I grab the wrist and I turn the arm down. You see, these are simple things, but those guys never saw them before, and that's why you can pull them off. Yeah, it's difficult. When I was fighting, I taught everything myself, and my wife saw I had 2 lines through the whole house where I always stand with 2 feet up, because I stand different. My stance is from the front, and I'm standing in 1 line, which gives you more power in your left arm. So now instead of the left straight a jab, you're going to have a left straight. And my philosophy is very simple, and people start laughing, but it is. I hit everything as hard as I can. Every punch goes for a knockout. Now, even if they block a punch, I hit full on their defense. What's going to happen is that they're going to be scared of that punch, because they feel that punch, he flies backwards, and he's going to go, I better block this punch, because otherwise I go down. Now, at the moment I do it again, something else opens up, because they block, and that's my next target, you see. I set combinations up, but a cross to the body, hook to the head. Now they know this combination, so I do it right away again. Now they think they're ready, so I come, the defense goes up, and I load up another time for the liver shot. One of the simplest liver shots is, and I knocked out hundreds of people with that, no bullshit during fights, is this. I give him a left hook to the head, he blocks, and I keep looking to the face. Boom, and then the liver shot comes.
Nice.
He's not gonna take the risk to take it down, because you look him in the eyes. Simple, but very effective.
Are we not the strongest?